Oscar Pistorius is testifying in his trial in the North Gauteng High Court, and we're joined by criminal law expert William Booth to discuss it. Thank you for joining us, William.
Great. Wonderful to be back again.
So, how is Oscar faring on the stand?
Well, I think it's still quite early on in his testimony, and don't forget he's now being led in his evidence by his lawyer. I think the real test is when Gerrie Nel and whoever else might be assisting Gerrie start asking crucial questions in cross-examination. And the whole idea behind cross-examination is to test the credibility and reliability of any witness's testimony, as you saw with regard to the defense when they cross-examined the various state witnesses and gave them a pretty hard time. So I think the same is going to happen when Nel and any of his assistants start cross-examining Oscar. That's when it's really going to come out as to whether his explanation that he thought there was an intruder is going to be severely under test, and possibly he's going to be in a difficult situation, I believe, to explain a lot of what happened that night in the early hours of the morning, to fit in with his version of events.
Now, Barry Roo's not going straight into the events of the morning of the 14th of February. He's almost taken us through Oscar Pistorius' life story, his mum, his upbringing. Why do you think he's doing this?
Well, I think he's probably gone too far. My feeling is that you shouldn't be going right back to date of birth. But it is important to put across the type of person that Oscar is, his background, to eventually get to what happened that morning and to fit in with his version. In other words, that he was under threat, he was somebody who's had many friends and family who've been robbed and who've been assaulted, all his concerns about security, that he felt very vulnerable, not only from the security point of view, but because of his disability. And that led to a large extent as to what he emotionally felt that morning and why he reacted as he did. So that is where it's going. But you know, we're not dealing with a sentencing process, which is all about the personal circumstances of an accused. But it's also important that the judge knows a lot about what is going on in his mind, his background, and what may have helped him in the past, or what may not have helped him in the past in crisis situations, and why he dealt with this crisis situation, as he's referring to it as, in this particular way, and not in another way.